Good morning, children. I hope you all are doing well. Today, children, we will start a new chapter that is Chapter 8 Indian Soil. Children, Chapter 7 The Climate of India is meant for subject enrichment. So, an assignment is already given from that chapter, which you all have to complete in your classwork copies. We will not do the question answers or the exercises from chapter 7 as it will not come for your half yearly exams. So, children, any question from chapter 7 will not come for your half yearly exams. So, we will directly start with chapter 8 today, that is Indian soil. So, children, in this lesson, we will study about what is soil, how soil is formed, types of soil, and protection of soil. So, children, let us now start reading the lesson. How is soil being used here? Look at the picture and write a sentence about each of the pictures given below. So, children, in the first picture, as you can see on the screen, there are some students who are planting a small plant in the soil. In the second picture, children, a rabbit has made its burrow in the soil. And in the third picture, children are making sand castles on the beach. So, children, in three different ways, soil is being used here. Now, let us start reading the lesson. Soil is a very important natural resource. We get almost all our food directly or indirectly from the soil. It is the top layer of the earth's surface in which trees grow. It is formed when natural forces breaking large rocks into smaller pieces. These pieces are further broken down into smaller pieces. These pieces are further broken down into sand and silt. This is carried to different places by the running water and wind. So, children, soil is a very important natural resource. First of all, children, what do you mean by a resource? In the very first line, there is a term resource. So, what do you mean by a resource? So, children, a resource is something which is used by humans to satisfy their needs. So, what's a resource? A resource can be anything which is used by humans to satisfy their needs. So, resources like air, water, and soil, all these are natural resources because they are not made by human beings. So, since they are not made by human beings, that is why they are known as natural resources. So, children, soil is a very important natural resource because we get all our food directly or indirectly from the soil itself. See, children, trees, plants, fruits, flowers, vegetables, and crops all need suitable soil to grow. So, this is how we are directly dependent upon the soil. And indirectly, children, animals and human beings also depend on soil for their food. So, children, that is why directly or indirectly, human beings are dependent upon the soil. Now, children, how will you define soil? So, children, soil is the top layer of the earth's surface in which the trees grow. So, the top layer, the topmost layer of the earth's surface in which the trees grows or the plant grows, that is known as, or that layer is known as soil. Now, children, next question is, how is soil formed? So, children, soil is formed when huge pieces of rocks or when large pieces of rocks breaks into smaller pieces due to the action of sun, rain and wind. So, due to the action of sunlight, rainfall and strong wind, large pieces of rocks breaks into smaller pieces and finally it leads to the formation of soil. And children, sand and silt is carried to different places by running water and wind. So, wind and water, both these natural forces of nature, carries sand and silt to different places. Now, children, what is silt? Silt is nothing but very fine sand. Very fine sand is known as silt. Very fine particles of sand is known as silt. Now, let us read the third paragraph, children. The formation of soil is a very slow process. It may take thousands of years to develop a thin layer of soil. The most important quality of soil is its fertility. The fertility of soil varies from place to place. Farmers add manures and fertilizers to the soil to make it more fertile. Fertile soil is good for crops. India has many types of soils. They are classified into the following groups. Now, children, the process of soil formation is very slow. It takes many years for large pieces of rocks to break into fine particles. That is why, children, it takes thousands and thousands of years to make a very thin layer of soil. Now, children, the most important quality of the soil is its fertility. So, what is the most important quality of soil? The most important quality of the soil is its fertility. Fertility means how well can crops grow in a particular soil. So, children, fertility of soil is the most important quality of the soil, and fertility of the soil varies from place to place. So, at some place the soil may be more fertile, and at some place the soil may be less fertile. And the farmers, they add manures and fertilizers to the soil to make it more fertile. Manure means, manure in Hindi it means khad. So the farmers, they add manures and fertilizers to the soil to make it more fertile so that the crops can grow in a better way. Lastly, children, fertile soil is good for the growth of crops as more and more crops can be grown in that soil. And India, children, has many types of soils like alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil, and desert or sandy soil. So, in India, there are six types of soils. Today, children, we will read only about the alluvial soil. The alluvial soil is the most important type of soil found in India. It is found mostly in the northern plains and in the deltas of Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri rivers. Many rivers originate from the mountains. They bring large quantity of sand, silt, and clay with them. These are deposited in the river valleys and in the flood plains. This is called alluvium. Alluvial soil is very fertile. Crops such as rice, wheat, maize, sugarcane, tobacco, cotton, jute, pulses, oilseeds, and vegetables grow very well in this soil. So, children, alluvial soil is the most important type of soil found in India. This soil children, is found mostly in the northern plains. We have read about northern plains in chapter number 3. So, alluvial soil is mostly found in the northern plains and in the deltas of Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri rivers. So, in the deltas of these rivers also, alluvial soil is found. Now, children, how is alluvial soil formed? So, we have read in chapter 2 and chapter 3 that many rivers originate from the mountains. So, rivers like Ganga and Yamuna, they originate from the mountains. And children, when these rivers come down from the mountain, these rivers bring down fine silt, sand, and clay with them. So, when these rivers come down, they bring these fine particles with them. Now, these fine particles are deposited in the river valleys and in the flood plains. So, when these rivers they move forward, they deposit these particles in their courses. So, they deposit these particles in the river valleys and in the flood plains. And these fine particles or materials are known as alluvium. So, the particles which are brought down from the mountains, they are known as alluvium. And that is why, children, this soil is known as alluvial soil. So, from alluvium, alluvial soil has got its name. And, children, this alluvial soil is the most fertile soil found in India. So, it's the most fertile of all the soils found in India. And children, a lot of crops can be grown in alluvial soil like wheat, maize, sugarcane, tobacco, cotton, jute, pulses, oilseeds, vegetables. All these grow very well in this soil. So, alluvial soil is the best for the growth of crops. So, children, today we will learn till here only. About the other soils we are going to read in the next class. So, children, please revise the portion that we have done today, and I will see you in the next class. Thank you, children.